See ya, brawlers. You have 3,000 money bucks. Does that get you an hour of coaching? I think if somebody... So I get lots of emails that are like, hey, will you be a balance tester for my board game? Or, hey, would you like to coach me in Slay the Spire? And I don't really respond to these emails because I get a lot of them and I'm busy and I already have a job and that isn't it. But I think if one of those emails was like, hey, would you like to coach me in Slay the Spire? I will pay you $3,000 an hour. I think I would actually respond to that one, probably. Probably. How's it going? Kuruk Saiken. Hey, the Blue Forest, the Expire. When I was trying to find a voice actor for my mod character, I was emailing Wayne June, and my plan was to just raise the amount that I offered him in the email that I sent by $1,000 every week until he responded. Pixie stick, see Ascension. Hey Dermanon, hey Integer Zero. What Act 1 boss am I hoping to see? Well, Guardian's the easiest one to kill, but I think Slime boss is the most fun. Defect rares are not that good. We just relic swap here. The act doesn't... It depends. If we could go this way, we'd get a lot of elites. But more likely we just go this way. I don't know, we could try to go this way for sure. It doesn't get question marks in the back half of the act, which means we miss out on the good Act 1 events. Not that we're guaranteed to get them if we do take question marks in the back half of the act either, but... Polyfights tend to be worse than question marks in the second half of Act 1, I think. And there isn't much reason to think that wouldn't be true this run so far. Hey the dude, hey Imperio. Single Penguin, hello, hey bundle balls. Okay. It's okay to take beam cell here. With a good potion already, I don't think I go to this store. I think I go to the late act store. Hey Kid Carpson, hey Monk Switch, Project Pant, thanks for the 5 months. 27, 11, could be able to play 2 defends there. Could not. I could not play 2 defends there. Didn't I? I guess Zap is the worst card I can draw. This is probably the worst possible hand. I have to draw Zap, 1 strike, and 1 defend for that to happen, which is not super likely. Just gonna take a go for the eyes. We only have 3 energy. I don't have a block card yet. Galen Dean, thanks for the 8 months. Bomo show to you too. Okay. This run is not being kind at the moment. Machine learning's pickable, I think. Sort of a comparable card to Hello World. A bit worse because my deck is worse than the average common, I would say. You Felter! Yeah, I think I will. Astral Fields, Irradicular, Red for Life, hello, he'd be Biafra. Tom thinks the 2 months. Ogbomo show to you too. I believe I just take the heal. That's good. My chat is still bottom right. It sure is. Ball Lightning is a nice deck improvement for sure. I don't currently see this deck prioritizing a Snecko Eye. So, I could just upgrade Zap. Could also upgrade Go for the Eyes. I played Doom and Gloom Dualcast Double Strike. That deals 34 damage this turn. I don't have an orb. I'd also just go Ball Lightning 3 strikes. I'd deal 25 damage this turn and have a lightning orb. I'd deal 28 damage this turn and have a lightning orb. I think they're probably equivalent. They're probably almost exactly identical. Where is he? Okay. Go for the Eyes next turn makes me... more or less inclined to play Zap. God, Defect versus Gremlin Nub is so difficult. Maybe I meant to play Doom and Gloom and not play Dualcast, and plan to draw Dualcast again before the end of the fight. Problem is, like, it's very slow. It's very slow. And Ball Lightning getting drawn a second time is better than Doom and Gloom getting drawn a second time as well. If it goes to 50, I think I have to play this. Hey, Homicidal Puppy. Did I have to play it? Probably not in the end. Oh well. I'll take a Cold Snap. That's our first Frost Orb. Mead Mug. Lost 30 health. That's very normal for Defect against Gremlin Lab in Act 1. That is not unusual at all. Okay with losing a strike. How seriously am I considering going back to beat my old 7-0 world record? Not very. How reasonable was giving away machine learning there? Again, not very. Machine learning is a lot better than strike. I also already took 2 energy upgrades, which are being taken because my deck has abundant card draw. If I get rid of machine learning now, they stop making sense very quickly. Sort of want the barrage. Nice dual cast upgrade. Good card. Do sentries even have eyes? They do. Turns out they're looking away from us though because we're so scary. I think machine learning is good against sentries, Lagavulin, and Hexaghost probably. The boot. Not really what we needed, but okay. I'm going to take an FTL. This deck probably wants to take all for one if it's offered right now. Also take stack. It could take claw. I think FTL's a lot better than it though. Oh my god, there's an ornamental fan. really have a power in my deck, do I? So, whoa, links for 2 months. I'm going to show to you too. I have the capacitor and the machine learning, which technically have power written on them, but they're not really powers. I don't know. Capacitor will be someday. I think with the meal ticket, I'm probably doing okay enough on sustain to not need to buy self-repair. I think this is between question card and sling plus card remove. Those seem like the sensible options. Let's go question card. It's early enough in the run. Booty delivery, thanks for the 7 months. Long promo show. To you as well. I should have a pretty high rare chance, actually. Plus I get to see 4 cards. What caused me to rule out fan? Isn't incredibly good here. The only time it becomes good is if I get exactly all for one, which is a rare card that I don't have right now. And it's not even like the strongest way to build my deck going forward. I'll take another ball lightning somewhat happily, I think. But I say I'm not a fan. I would say that I was not a fan. Wondering if I put machine learning in my opening hand. I don't think so. This is right for longer fights. This is actually pretty good right now. Take capacitor because it's the most important upgrade if I get offered fusion hammer. Invictus, welcome home. I'm glad to hear that. You'll love to hear it. Are we dead to Hexaghost? Could I have gotten more damage out of boot there? Probably. 9. Well, we don't survive the overcharge ever, right? So we do play strike. Give me 4. Thanks for the sub. I'll show to you as well. managed not to draw too awfully. That's good. So that's the all for one. I have purchased a question card. It has offered me an all for one. Also, everything else I'm being offered is pretty bad right now, so I guess I'm taking all for one. I could take Core Surge. I think all for one is better. This game's so hard. Gosh. It's just such a difficult game. I don't know that meal ticket's enough to be taking Coffee Dripper here. If I'd taken Self-Repair, maybe. But I didn't. I could take Phylos down. And I can certainly take Nuclear Battery. I think it's just Nuclear Battery. It's like alright to go to multiple stores this act. Especially given that this is probably the most exciting path through the act anyway. We get shots at Defragment. Don't get question card value unless I'm killing all way fights though. I'm 1 damage short. Oh no, FTL's there as well. Okay. Claw. Claw, but I have no card draw. This is my issue. I have all of these 0-cost cards, but I can't actually draw them. I think it's okay to take one go for the eyes. I know I can discard my weak potion for a block potion instead. I'm sure you can, Ozymandias. I'm sure you can. Oh my god, it's the boot. Sunder or hologram? Hologram, like, very, very typically strong with all for one, because you get to play all for one more than once. Plum dropping C8 months. Vamos show to you too. Nice. Sunder is a lot more reliable at the moment. Deck is not particularly reliable right now. I think I still take hologram. Sunder stops mattering soon. Does it? Because we die to the Act 2 elites because we don't have a Sunder? Is that why it stops mattering? Eli Mug. No genetic algorithm that fight. That's okay though. Man. Chill is not good here. Chill is like uniquely bad because I draw my turn 1 hand with 5 cards in it. One of them's chill, and then I play it and evoke my plasma orb and don't have energy for the rest of the fight. It just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Unfortunately. Why am I not sitting in the dark? You could change that if you want. Oh, taking a genetic algorithm immediately before the Act 2 elite fights, which are the most likely things in the entire run to kill you, is not very wise, I wouldn't say. Not a good idea. I can go card remove cool-headed. Or I can buy Apotheosis. In which case I sort of have to upgrade Apotheosis, I think. It is a pretty good upgrade. Pretty good card. Teensy bit slow, but yeah. The deck's just sort of slow. Pretty much just looking for card draw here. Out of the card draw offered, I think FTL might be the best thing. Sort of not even card draw, but I think it is the thing out of all of these things that helps the deck the most. I could take Glacier. I only have 2 Frost Orbs. We are definitely using our block potion pretty soon, because we definitely don't block very much. I could take a second capacitor, but it doesn't really feel like we're ready for that. It also doesn't really feel like I need a second capacitor to win the run. It's not the scaling power that we're looking for. Need a defragment, need a bias cognition, need an echo form. Maybe I should just take overclock. Gilbusk. Hey, Wasquay. I am, I think, glad to hear that then. Probably, maybe. Not the most incredible start. Imagine not having Ornamental Fan this turn. Hey, Mr. King. Yeah, it should be fun. These defends are actually just pretty good when they're upgraded with Oddly Smooth Stone. One of the nice things about Apotheosis is that it just approximates a Footwork, and Footwork's a pretty good card. It does other things too, but sometimes the Footwork mode is what you really need. Letter Opener is pretty cool. I'm not sure that I proc it very often right now, because most of my zero costs are like FTLs. But we could get to a point where it procs a lot later. I do have Zap and Dual Cast as well. It's quite a lot of damage. And it's AoE damage leading into an AoE elite fight, so that's a nice thing too. Don't think I'm buying Fusion. No Clockwork Souvenir. Gremlin Horn is excellent here. Could use the Explosive Pot and take no damage. I'm only taking 3 though. Feels okay. I think Machine Learning might actually be important enough that I need to bottle it at this point. Imagine talking to Jorbs. I think I don't double play this because I get to evoke the lightning orb at the start of next turn, which should be useful for dealing with the new spookies. That's the official name, I think. Spookums, technically. Gotcha. A mummified hand. A mummified hand. A mummified hand. A mummified hand. That's cool. Alright, nice. Oh, this is... I could actually take genetic algorithm this time, but I think I'm taking cool-headed over it. Now let's take genetic algorithm. Question marks and holy fights both seem better than usual. I want pretty much everything that question marks can give me in this act, and I also have a question card for the hallways. Pretty sure I would take bites with this deck. There are a lot of relics that would be very good. I'd be happy to hit Colosseum. I would be very happy to get apparitions. Gangstrom. Okay. This makes Apotheosis a lot worse. I might actually remove a strike here. Yeah. Ink Bottle. Ink Bottle is so good, actually. Can we now finally pick the claw? We're closer than we used to be, but also no. I guess play Zap first there, actually. These genetic algorithms, +3 per fight. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Magnifique. Finally found our Hello World. There's not that much reason to think that this deck wants Beam Cell, I don't think. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, I'll be right back. Hey, Hearts, Ducks, and Gold! Okay. I do not feel that this deck needs a leap, because it has a bunch of upgraded defense, off Apotheosis at least. I don't think it needs a Hello World. Well, I don't hate Hello World in it, honestly. I don't think it needs a Beam Cell, but maybe I should think more about that. I think its damage comes from orbs, right? It's okay. I think we're just skipping here. Why do I have curtains instead of a door? Why do you have a door instead of curtains? Let's not play hologram here so that we can upgrade it and have it later in the fight. That seems sort of important. Hey, little ghost. I could have played the genetic algorithm though. Let's go 1. This loses a go for the eyes play, but gets me another card, which I think is correct. Me too. Okay, turn was all right. The 3 energy for the rest of the fight though. Well, except for mummified hand maybe. This one goes in my discard pile, so does genetic algorithm. These things are both a little bit awkward. I think it's fine though. Stampede, thanks for 27 months. Bomo show to you as well. The boat. Why is Apotheosis a skill when everything about it feels like a power? Well, I guess that's just your opinion. Maybe to the devs everything about it feels like a skill. I don't know, it's like very meaningfully different from what it would be if it were a power though. It is a very large armament. So if I want this, this, and this, I reshuffle with Zap and Dualcast in my hand, which is like a mini win. Master Reality is the watcher card that you're thinking of, but it doesn't quite do the thing that you're comparing it to. At some point, if I don't play the genetic algorithms, we just go to next act without them getting stronger. I think we may have reached that point. Because the fight seems to be over, and I didn't play them yet. Oh well. This is not a deck that needs electrodynamics. This deck very clearly does not need that card. On the other hand, it might be better than skipping, and I'm not sure the other ones are. There's a buffer that's okay. Not really your desired rares going into Act 3 as Defect. Aragon. Any merit to taking Madness? You mean if we found it in Act 3? Maybe. I'm gonna read something else for a bit while I think about my pick, since all y'all are just telling me what you think I should pick. I need something to relax my brain, which isn't that. Mildly impolite, thanks for the 19 months. I'll show to you as well. I think Barricade is a solid option. I actually have to step away for a second because my entire card calibration is fucked up from people saying what they think about cards. I'll be right back. Hey, Berserker! Danilis. I don't know if y'all have ever tried like doing a math problem while someone yells random numbers at you. I like the number 17. But it makes it slightly less easy to do the math problem. Geometric shapes, hey Stan. Hey Cellmates Club. Pineapple is so good. Holy moly, pineapple's good. You like how Spire and Shield give you gold? They made them not, and then you had like Bloody Idol and didn't heal because they didn't give you gold. Would be so pissed off. Like every other fight in the game gives you gold. So you're expecting very reasonably to heal for 5 and then they just don't give you gold. You think pineapple is basically juice with crunch? I think that eating fruit is significantly different from drinking fruit juice. Hey, full wagon. Alright. Let me reorient toward this problem that I have here. It does feel like buffer's pretty good. So I'm just gonna take buffer. Alright. Problem solved. I do not believe this deck takes Snecko Eye right now. If you take Snecko Eye in this spot, your deck becomes a very, very different thing. Just take Slaver's Collar. Ranking whole numbers under 20 by how important they feel to me. Thanks, Alex. Have I ever had dreams when chat is backseating me? Probably. The go key. I think I like getting 2 elites out of this act. I should be okay against Reptomancer. May die to Giant Head. Should actually kill Giant Head somewhat rapidly though. I think. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I die to Giant Head here. In order to actually get to this store, I can start this way or this way. Question is how much damage I take in hallway fights mostly. The answer is probably a lot. Probably a lot. But on the other hand, my genetic algorithms get stronger and I see 4 cards. Start this way, and then if I'm healthy I can take this one as well, and if not I'll go left. Stream dedicated to watching others slay the Spire streamers and backseating them? That would be like... I'm not a giant asshole. Believe it or not. I'm like generally a fairly nice person. And I would never ever do that. Hey, buffer. It's an awkward moment to get our energy. The gregarious Armat. I'm doing okay. Hope you're well too. Oregon Trail is a great game. Is a game. Oh, you didn't say it was great. Pixel semi-retro Oregon Trail with zombies. Sounds terrifying. Do I want a sweeping beam? Probably not. I don't think I want a storm. And I don't think at this point I want just a regular old cold snap either. I think I'm skipping. Feels like I'm skipping a surprisingly large amount in this run right now. Let's find out what I'm drawing. Until Sunday. Over the eyes draws you 2 cards. Yeah, makes it better. Okay. I selected the Loop Plus. So far we're getting pretty easy hallway fights. Definitely could be worse. Exploders share this one neat trick for ending sentience. I always wondered, like, how Exploder Society works exactly. Like, don't imagine they have many lasting relationships, right? I feel like that's gotta be draining. You gotten old enough that you just bought a new version of the mouse you're using because it has some wear on it, but you like it a lot. However, you bought the version 2 instead of the new version 3 because you don't like something about the version 3. Oh, I've absolutely done that. I upgrade most things like begrudgingly once every 4 years because I'm forced to, because of some compatibility issue, and other than that, I stay on the thing that I'm used to. And will deliberately get things that are old because they're the ones that I know. I guess I should loop a Frost Orb actually. Tech Boomer. Tell that to my flip phone. God, I hate phones. God, I hate phones. I think for me it was when phones started sending push alerts. That was when I was like, oh, this is a device being used to advertise to me, which I carry in my pocket. And then I stopped liking them. Hey, Triple Fate. Xandar. Even before then, though, being available to anybody 24/7 is like not necessary, and I don't like it. So, yeah. Disabling all the notifications isn't too hard. I don't know, my phone keeps on notifying me that I have to upgrade the OS, and I fucking hate it. I'm not sure you can disable that one. Maybe you can. Seems like work. If channel points were a thing, you'd have 1 million. Nice. Why, if channel points were a thing, I'd buy a dozen. You're sitting on a gold mine, Trebek. If someone calls you out of nowhere, you won't answer on the first try, so they either warn you or ring twice if it's an emergency. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, I think. I don't ever have the ringer on my phone turned on, so if you want to contact me urgently, good fucking luck. I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. Okay. Do we still have a genetic algorithm? Looks like I played both. They're getting up there. Starting to do their apparition approximations that they get into late game. Okay, this is why we bought Question Card. And why we go to hallway fights as Defect. Welcome to playing Defect, where everything is about 3 different cards and the rest don't matter. Runic Capacitor seems pretty good here. You wonder what common factors have led so many people in this chat to hate phones like you do. You don't see this out in the world so much. It's because the people who hate phones don't, like, they're not available. You don't see them in the world. They're sitting in their rectangular prisms by themselves, unavailable. Tower VO, thanks for the 6 months. Longbow show to you too. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not trying to say that you shouldn't. Gambler's Brew actually looks really good. I'm stuck here because I sort of want the overclock more than the loop. But I think I just take the loop. My name is London. Thanks to 25 months, you worked it out. Hunkbum show to you too, I appreciate it. Let's try not to die next turn. Should be a very good turn. Is it not? Maybe it isn't a very good turn. It's not terrible though. All turns are good in their own way. For everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. Definitely did something there. The birds in Act 2 are a reference to the birds. Interesting. Does make a lot of sense. I think ultimately it might be the name that gives it away, right? Turbo. I don't think this deck wants turbo right now. This deck is very in need of 3 cool-headeds. Turbo is not a cool-headed last I checked. What's the highest number of cool-headeds I would accept right now? 40? Maybe? This is definitely a moment where I think a little bit before saying that I'll attempt this fight. Alright, I thought long enough. I take 5 more. I'm on like 12. Okay. Super elite fight could be interesting. Can't believe Gibraltar got removed. We're still upset about it over here. Bolted was one of my favorite emotes. But I guess it was time, you know. Okay. I need so many more cool-headeds. Maybe I wasn't meant to take that, actually. This is enough, right? 23 plus, yeah, like good at 2. Easy. Gibraltar was not. Gibraltar wasn't removed! It doesn't work for me. We should make a Gibraltar. We should have a channel emote that's Gibraltar. I would enjoy that. What should Gibraltar look like? The offer, thanks for the 2 months on promotion to you as well. That'll do just fine. Now I can just press on turn and keep Ink Bottle online. Or I can play cards, but it actually takes a while for it to die if I just press end turn because it has a regen as part of being a super elite. So I guess I'll play the cards that get me more damage and get Ink Bottle back to 9 again. Vaulted should be Podge doing the Jebaited face. Sounds good to me. Anchor is really nice. We take Cool-Headed over Loop without even thinking. Maybe Compile Driver was better. Maybe I should have thought. It's fine. Grab a rest. I'm a little bit concerned about my health. They don't really heal in hallway fights, so I guess I'll take a question mark. How is that not Mind Bloom? I don't understand how I could possibly not get Mind Bloom there. Why rest instead of lifting indeed? It's a good question. A question that deserves to be asked. The answer might surprise you. I think I can get 3 on this genetic algorithm without really any trouble at all in this fight, so let's do that. Maybe there is trouble, actually. These lightning orbs might kill too quickly. No, we'll be fine. As long as I don't channel more lightning orbs. Trails, thanks for the 38 months. And promo show to you as well. Boop. Boop. Good stuff. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That has a cool-headed plus. I even drew it. What circumstances do you want ink bottle on a number that isn't 9? Not many, I think is the simple answer. If you want help on turn 2 of a fight desperately, would be the main reason, but that was nice. Just wondering if I go for 3 on genetic algorithms again. I think so. Yeah, I think so. The thing is that an ink bottle on 9 will often draw its second card on turn 3 anyway, so. Or even turn 2 for a lot of decks. If you have Snecko Eye and Bag of Prep, maybe you don't want it on 9. I think you still want it on 9. You gotta think about when you draw your second card from it, as well as when you draw your first card from it. If you're putting it on worse than 9, you're also making yourself worse at getting the second card from it. And the third card and the fourth card. Why am I going for Deca first? It doesn't matter which one I kill first in any way. It's completely irrelevant. I am clicking on the cards while reading chat. Hey Carmen Obzy, hey Caramel Queen. Why did I just put all of the 0-cost cards in my next draw pile? It's sort of a mystery. He plans on killing them both? This man is a monster. He should be stopped. Might have put ink bottle on the wrong number there. This fight actually ends pretty quickly from this point, doesn't it? Okay, we're alright. Does which one you kill first depend on the strength of your deck? It depends. Well, the debuffs they give you are... The things that they do are one gives them both strength and one puts dazes in your discard pile. It depends which one of those things you care about most. Although, in this situation, I cared about neither of them at all. Alright, this next turn's the spooky one. This is sort of the absolute dream for Nuclear Battery. If Nuclear Battery lets you set up all of your stuff, and then you just evoke the orb and it's gone, that's like, oh, it's just so good. It's just such a good relic if that's what it manages to do. It doesn't always manage to do that, but this time around it has. Is it possible to reach a situation where you can never win or lose in the Donu Deka fight? I think so. I believe it is. I'm gonna press end turn now, and people on chat are going to spend their energy saying, Jorbs, why do you keep pressing end turn? Why don't you do anything? Actually, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I wonder if I could set up an auto hotkey script to press end turn for me. I'll ask Caitlin. I'll be taking a nap. See if I can remember what was going on in this fight. I think the turns were pretty difficult. Could want ink bottle below 9 if you have bottled a setup card that costs all of your turn 1 energy. That's probably true. Let's do this. You're attacking for a lot. No, I don't think so, Ramclaw. Play one more card. Unless I want Ink Bottle on not 9, but I think I want it on 9. Jeej. Now we get to see if we win Act 4 or not. It's not clear that we do. This deck just doesn't have that much health. This is the big problem. Okay, orange pellets makes it so much easier, actually. Because that saves us a lot of health against the heart. Does the deck have Moxie? It has a little bit of Moxie. I don't think I use a duplication push on dual cost here. I think it's actually okay too. 48.55. I'm taking 10 damage. I'm unlikely to take more damage in this fight. It kills all of my orbs and I'm sort of using them. Can still definitely die if we don't draw our orange pellets combination against the heart. We can take a lot of damage in the heart fight. Dapper cadaver. Okay, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm done. Hands off the keyboard. I'm gonna press end turn. Oh no. Guess I have to click something. Okay, get our health back. Is it too late for genetic algorithm? Gonna go with yes. Gonna go with yes on that. Red Jones Part 2! Thanks for the 13-month sunk Bomo ship to you too. I guess I want another one of these. Double play Apotheosis. Go for the eyes is a nice draw. We win! Just have to actually deal enough damage for the heart to die, but yeah, this is over now. You there, Brian. Ow, ow, ow. 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 Did orange pellets matter? Not much. Maybe a little bit. Imagine if FTL dealt 3 less damage and didn't draw a card. That is a hard sell. You're gonna struggle to convince me on that one. Nice buffer charges. Bash guy, thanks to the 8 months. Akbamo shooting too. Don't forget to leave ink bottle on 9. I believe that I did. That was like semi-deliberate. Not Jane, thanks to the 7 months. Akbamo show to you as well. The Unbalanced Opinion, thanks to 19 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And not base, thanks for the 7 months.